should have started. The fuck? I think there was like a bug laying next to my lighter, and like when I went to grab my lighter, I think it just like got scared and flew away. What the fuck? Editor, if you see the bug, like, did you see it? If it went on frame, because I did not know. I don't see where he flew. If not, then just cut this whole bug shit. Bug shit.
Negative, sir.
Everything was fine. And well, it started. Round one. My round one was against a Hex Blaumon player, which had a little side of Tommy hybrid. Now, before I start talking about any of these matches, if any of my opponents from this region watched, because like I'm literally wearing the same thing, I look the same like I did the regional. Like this is still going on. This is still part of the story. Like the story will end with me ending this video because this is straight up just me after the regional. My friend's bride. Now you guys know I am under this. I have 3 hours of sleep. I'm being carried by Marine Iguana with a tinge of sploosh gamer subs, a tinge of sweet tea from Raising Cane's, which turned into a tinge of gamer subs guilty pleasure. That's what that is right now. I thought it'd be really funny to put the T1 into the Raising Cane's cup. I'm also running on coffee and Monster Energy. So yeah, I was not the most caffeinated person in that event, though. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny, though. Where I was going with those ramblings was that whatever I'm saying here is not a way to shit talk you or anything. Whether you win, whether you lost, whether you drew, it was all in good fun. It was all cool. That's the way of the game. Like I'm not like if it comes off like either A, salty, or B, like kind of like shit talky. A, it's probably because I'm salty. I'm a naturally salty person. I do get salty quite often. I think if you watch the stream,
Twitch.tv/noble_night_SERG.
or if you've been watching me for long, you should know that as well. But B, like, I feel like I talk very aggressively sometimes, and I don't intend to be aggressive when I say that. I just, like, I guess choose the wrong words, because I like to cuss a lot. So, like, don't take anything I say here, like, oh, fuck you. You're such a fucking bitch. Fuck you. Bitch. Like, don't take it like that. I'm just, like, saying my experience. And anyway, so my first match was the Hex Blaumon with the side of Tommy. That's what, do it. Burger, Hex Blaumon, side of Tommy fries. Fuck you. And game one went super well. It went completely in my favor. I like won, like, I think that game one took us 10 minutes out of the 45-minute timer that we had per round. So I was like, okay, we're going into game two with 30 minutes. And if I play the same way I played game one, the match is mine.
Sounds easy enough.
And the match would have actually been mine, because like I did manage to play the same stuff that I played on game one. The issue is I played a bit slower, and my opponent got a better hand, and he was able to swing into me a lot with jamming, and he was able to stall me enough that like a play that won me the game in 10 minutes ended up being a whole game that I did lose and took 30 minutes. No. And took 35 minutes. So it's like, shit. As soon as we went to game 3, it was time. And when time is called in Digimon, you have either 5 extra minutes to decide the winner or turns. So if the winner isn't decided by 4 turns, so pretty much each player gets 2 turns, or like if those 4 turns go longer to go up to 5 minutes, the game ends, and it's a tie if the game can be decided within that time. So pretty much, time got called. We were barely going into game 3, like shuffling, and he already wanted to call the draw because he said his deck cannot kill in 2 turns. And I was like, I'm going second, right? He's like, yeah, you get to choose, you lose. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll go second. So it would be turn 0 you, turn 1 me. It would end, turn 4 would be mine. Turn 3 would be mine. I can do it. I can kill. And he was like, you want to try it? I was like, it really depends on my hand. And I pulled out my hand and I was like, yeah, I can make this work. And my first draw kind of bricked the hand. So I was like, no, we drew, bro. He's like, you sure? And I was like, yeah, I can't kill you next turn. He's like, ah, shit. Good game. And it was a good game, and we drew. And it was a good game. It was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed it. I liked the Hex Blaumon stuff with the little side of Tommy. At first, I thought it was just Tommy, but that's because game 1 he didn't really get he didn't get his rookies. I think that's what happened. Also, that like slowed him down a lot and slowed him down enough for me to just fucking blitz through his security. I don't think he was getting his rookies game 1. So that was pretty much round 1. We went into a draw, and to explain the score system real quick, when you win a match in Digimon, you gain 3 points. You lose, you don't get anything. But when you draw, both players get 1 winning point. So I got a winning point, he got a winning point. And at this point, I'm like, okay, how did the boys do? Gachuga took it in game 3. He actually ended up winning his match, and I was like, oh, let's go, Gachuga. Gem sadly lost his match, I believe. I think no, he started getting better later on, but he lost his first match as well. So it was like, hey, I'm doing okay, I'm doing cool. Yeah, I'm not doing the best, but I'm doing good. I was like in my head like that, and then round 2 was Art Easy. That's not the name of the deck. That's the username of my opponent, because that's someone that's actually from my locals. So we got to play each other, and I thought that was really fun. But he was playing a deck that a lot of people hate. I don't personally hate it, but I do see why a lot of people do dislike it. It is the Mirage Galgamon version of the Grace Novamon deck. It's just really strong. It's just really strong. It can loop really well. It can gain a lot of memory. It's really strong, and I can understand why people hate it. Again, I don't really mind it, but it did 2-0 me. I did lose to it. God damn it. Ugh. So fucking. I believe this was game 1. Game 1, I left him at 1 security with 1 check. I had this really nice War Greymon BT14 stack that swung for 4 checks and pretty much broke his security. He had one security left, and in hand I had the Omegamon that, if you play the TCG, you know what this does. If you don't, pretty much it unsuspends, which it reactivates the card and lets me declare another swing. Even if my turn's technically ended, it lets me swing again. So what I was gonna do is attack with War Greymon, break that security, Omegamon Blitz. But he managed to freeze me. He managed to not make my War Greymon be able to suspend, and that was all he needed to bring it back. So I was really sad about that. But it was still pretty close. He was like, "Oh shit, if I don't," because he got rid of my War Greymon that on his turn, on his next turn. Because he did his turn, froze my War Greymon. I couldn't really do shit with War Greymon, so I was working on another stack. And then on his next turn, he managed to delete my War Greymon, which was really sad. And then game two, I did a pretty big misplay. I still think he would have won, but he insisted that he had nothing to deal with the Omegamon Ace. So my misplay was that I went into his Apollomon with my War Greymon for mutual destruction because I was like, oh, I'm just going to get rid of it. But by doing that, I got rid of my opportunity to being able to go into the Omegamon Ace on his turn. So it was a misplay for me, but I still think I would have lost that match just because I think that deck is a lot better than my deck, for sure. Check up on the boys. Gem sadly also lost his round, and Gachuga is now 2-0 through the tournament, and we told Gachuga, bro, you are undefeated. You can, because he was only gonna do 2 rounds. We were like, you cannot leave if you're undefeated. You cannot leave. So he was like, okay, round 3. So we go into round 3. I get massacred. And I did not get massacred by my opponents. I got massacred by my deck. Let me explain. This is when I get to the point that a regionals is just a very expanded locals, because the way that I was given the impression of regionals when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh is that everyone you'll play is a motherfucking sweat. Everyone you play, like, obviously you still read your effects, you still tell your opponent your effects and stuff like that, but everyone you're playing should know their own effects, their own cards, and should, like, have a basic understanding of your cards as well. That's what regionals was painted to me by Yu-Gi-Oh players. I sit down with this dude and he tells me, hey, sorry if I play a bit slow, I just like barely got into the game. Like, I haven't really played this game much. And I was like, oh shit, don't worry about it, dude. It's all cool. It's all cool. And I was like, and yeah, it was all cool. Like, he was really chill. I liked him a lot. He was a lot of fun to play against. And the way I got massacred that game was game 1. My starting hand was Omegamon Alter Beat, Omegamon Merciful Mode, Omegamon X Antibody, and both my copies of the Omegamon Blitz. Can't do shit with those hands. Not early game. So he took it in like 3 turns. And like 3 rotations, because my draws were also like an option card I couldn't play, a tamer that came too late, and a level 4. So like the level 4 and the tamer came way too late. And then game 2, he outsped the shit out of me. That's the game that I realized that my deck either plays too fast to the point that it burns out real quick, or it plays too fucking slow. So I was like, shit. Oh well, you took it, bro. And he's like, dude, you're gonna be my only win. And I was like, you better not make that come true, bro. He's like, no, dude, you're my only win right now, and you're gonna be my only win. And I was like, no, dude, nope, please don't, please. He's like, I'm sorry. I was like, no. And to do a checkup on the boys, I believe Gem also took the L here. And was this? No, I think this is where he took the L. And then Gachuga. This is the funniest. This is probably my favorite moment. This is probably my favorite moment of the whole regional, man. This part. At top table, there's 2 people from our locals. There is Gachuga, and there's another player called whose username is the Chicken, and not duh as in the, duh as in da, da Chicken. So me, Gem, and the Chicken, I think one of the judges, who also is part of our local scene,